gotta get stuff done. Like, there's no way I can let Saunders' store sit there. I just not let this stand. Yep.
Dad, guess what?
Come on in. What's going on, oh terror child of mine?
I've started to learn magic. Do you want to see a trick?
I really would, kid, but I'm kind of busy at the moment.
What? With the 13 days of Halloween?
Nah, I don't think I'm going to do the 13 days of Halloween this year. I'm kind of busy, no.
Veronica Extalative Bush.
Wait, what? How did I...
I asked if you wanted to see a trick. And since you didn't want to do your 13 days of Halloween, I banished you, Father, to be forever locked away with your stories. Until you read the 13 days of Halloween.
Wait, what? Why, you little... Okay, you know what? Make it 12. I've got some big plans for Halloween night. I have to get out of here before then.
Okay, Father, you have yourself a deal.
Well, it looks like I'm stuck until I can figure out how to get out of here. So, if you've got some time to kill, let us start at the beginning, with the origins of a familiar face for the first night of the Murder-thon. Doughboy420 calls this one Jack of the Lantern.
Stingy Jack was a wretched old soul, the kind of guy who robs Peter to pay Paul and then ends up keeping the money anyway. He owed everyone and very much lived up to his name. The ear and scorn that followed him eventually gained the attention of the devil himself. The devil, seeking another evil soul, invited old Jack to a local pub where the two shared a drink, but when the time came to pay for their drinks, Jack confessed that he had no money to pay. So, Jack came up with a plan to trick the establishment. He convinced the devil to turn himself into a gold coin and pay for their drinks, and then, when they turned their backs, he could change back and leave them without their money. The devil, enjoying the idea of trickery and theft, happily obliged and transformed himself into a gold coin. A coin that Stingy Jack then snatched up and placed into his pocket beside a silver cross, preventing the devil from using his magic to return to his natural form. He had tricked the devil, and he knew that he could not keep the King of Hell trapped forever, so he eventually freed the beast under the condition that he be left alone for a year, and should he die, the devil could not claim his soul. The devil, being backed into a corner, had no choice but to agree to the terms, and with that, the devil was returned to his natural, demonic form. The Lord of Darkness kept his word, and for 1 year, the man was left alone, until one night, the devil returned with a grudge against Jack. This time, Jack was even more prepared. You see, Jack was a masterful conman. He had to be to get away with everything that he did for so long, so, with his gift of a silver tongue, he convinced the devil to climb a tree in exchange for his soul. Once again, the King of Hell obliged, but when the devil was high up in the branches of the tree, Jack carved a cross into the bark at its trunk, trapping the Lord of Darkness high up in the branches. Once again, the beast had been fooled by old Jack, and once again, Jack made a deal with the devil. This time, he demanded to be left alone for 10 years, and once again, should he die, the devil could not claim his soul, and once again, the beast agreed to his terms. Not long after that, old Jack died. Some say it was natural causes, while others claim that his evil ways had finally caught up to him and done him in. Whatever the cause may have been, wasn't important, though. But what happened next is where the true horror lies. You see, Jack was too much of an evil, tainted soul to be allowed through the gates of heaven, so he was turned away, and the devil, being a man of his word, also refused to claim the wretched soul. So old stingy Jack would be forced to wander the earth for eternity without rest. But he didn't leave empty-handed. The devil tossed him a burning ember from the pits of hell, an ember that would never diminish. It would glow and burn forever. Jack took the ember and placed it in a hollowed-out turnip to light his way as he wandered the dark reaches of the earth. And they say that if you see the glow of his lantern, the burning ember of hell will scorch away your soul, reaping it down to hell in his place. The camp counselor told the story as a group of campers sat huddled around the fire. Then, out of the corner of her eye, one of the girls spotted a faint blue glow in the forest. She watched it, wide-eyed, and eventually pointed it out to the other children. The lot of them were terrified, and a cacophony of screams rang out as the blue light rushed right toward them. Footsteps could be heard trampling through the brush with it as the devilish light approached them at great speed. Then, laughter soon followed as a fellow counselor tossed a small, hollowed-out pumpkin onto the ground. A blue glow stick popped out in the process, landing just inches ahead of the carved opening. You guys should have seen your faces. You are practically wetting your pants. The older boy made fun of the younger children. That's not very funny, a young boy yelled at them. Come on, it was just a Halloween prank, all in fun. The counselor that told the story spoke up. Wait, if that's why we have jack-o'-lanterns, then why do we use pumpkins now instead of turnips? The young girl who had first seen the light asked. Immigrants brought the story to America and just started using pumpkins instead. I guess they were just easier to carve. The counselor explained with a joke. Better to smash, too, the other counselor joked. You should never smash a jack-o'-lantern. They're meant to keep evil at bay. The older counselor spoke again. I smash them every year. Ain't never seen any monsters or devils or evil guys carrying a stupid lantern turnip. It's not even scary, the younger counselor boasted. You don't think that lighting lanterns to pay your respects to him is a necessary tradition? The older man asked. I love smashing them too, but nah, I think it's a pretty dumb idea to be totally honest. But whatever y'all want to do, the younger guy answered. Do you know why we invited you here? One of the children asked calmly, staring at the young counselor. Because it's not just the jack-o'-lanterns that keep them away. Another young boy explained, the demeanor of every one of the children changing along with him. We need a sacrifice, an offering to Jack, a gift to hell to keep them away, a young girl revealed to the now terrified young counselor. And this year, we found a soul ripe for the taking, the older counselor said as he came around behind the younger one and grabbed a hold of his arms, holding him in place to watch as a ghostly dancing light approached from the forest, its color changing from one shade to the next, spreading across the entire spectrum of visual colors. The young counselor watched in horror as the light approached, housed within the shell of a massive, dead, hollowed-out husk of a turnip. A metal ring laced through its top to allow a dead and decayed hand to hold it. A hand that was connected to a nearly skeletal frame of a man, a ghostly being with menacing eyes that were black as the night that surrounded him. The young man screamed in absolute terror as the light began to move around him and through him, ripping his soul from his body. He could feel every emotion and every thought that had ever passed through his mind throughout his life as the images of his existence passed in front of him and into the burning ember of hell. His eyes were sucked into the back of his head as his flesh rapidly aged to then disintegrate to bone, leaving a hollow husk of a body, much like the turnip shell that housed the burning ember and its deathly keeper.
Well, seems our story has come to an end, but our train of terror is just beginning. Unless I can get out of here early.
Not a chance.
Didn't think so. So, in that case, make sure to stop in again tomorrow for night 2 of the spookiest marathon in town. Until then, you'll know where to find me.
Social media can be very unpredictable, especially regarding horror content. If this content gets removed, all new content will be simultaneously presented on various websites provided in the description to this video. Make sure to follow me in other digital spaces so that you never miss out on the terror. Also, if you like this video, make sure to leave a comment and hit the like button. It helps the channel a lot. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy what's here, consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Writing is a dream of mine, and it's all of you that make that dream come true.